Drop an unmachined stone into a perfectly polished set of gears, and the system instantly tears itself apart. This is the pattern that kills most AI products. They execute beautifully in a controlled demo and completely fracture when exposed to the volatility of a live production environment. The common reflex is to try and fix this failure with better prompt engineering, but prompts alone cannot close the deployment gap. The actual cause of production failure is the absence of a systematic framework used to measure whether a change made the output quality better or worse. Every modification made without a measurable baseline constitutes a guess, moving the process away from the rigor of engineering. To stop guessing, we have to pull the model out of chaotic live deployments and place it into a controlled testing environment. The base unit of this environment is the eval. An eval is a repeatable, standardized test that scores a model's generated output against a strictly predefined standard. The operational loop follows a specific path. You feed a specific input to the model, capture its generated response, and apply a scoring mechanism to determine if that response is correct. But running this test once is anecdotal. This loop must be automated across hundreds of examples to provide results that are statistically relevant. Automating this testing loop at scale forces a development team to abandon subjective vibes in favor of empirical quality control. The foundation of this entire evaluation pipeline rests on the golden dataset. This diagram shows the required structure, a collection of real-world inputs paired with their expected correct responses. If you fill this dataset exclusively with standard, predictable requests, you are building a test suite that ignores the complexity of production. You must include adversarial attacks, ambiguous user phrasing, and the historical failure modes documented by support teams. Capturing enough variance to be meaningful requires a minimum of 50 highly curated, labeled examples. Meeting this threshold provides the signal needed to move beyond a localized prototype and into the territory of a verifiable engineering product. A rigorous adversarial golden dataset provides the objective ground truth required to anchor a non-deterministic model to reality. Once the dataset is established, the outputs run through a logic layer consisting of 3-tiered automated grading architectures. You apply a specific grading method based on how much structure exists in the expected output. The first tier is exact match grading, which functions as a strict binary pass or fail evaluation. This is reserved for highly structured data, like verifying a specific SQL query or confirming the exact schema of a generated JSON object. The second tier relies on rule-based checks for the programmatic verification of unstructured text. These groups verify if the output obeys specific rules, such as enforcing a maximum word count or confirming the presence of a citation. The third tier is the LLM-as-Judge approach, used to evaluate nuanced, subjective quality metrics like tone or helpfulness. Matching the correct grading mechanism to the output type prevents the creation of brittle test environments and false failures. The third tier, using an LLM-as-a-Judge, allows for the evaluation of nuanced characteristics like tone, though it introduces specific operational dangers. If you ask the judge model a vague question like, "Is this good?" you will generate unpredictable and useless metrics. To get reliable data, the judge model needs a formalized rubric that maps specific qualitative criteria to a numerical scale. This prompt must include explicit pre-scored text examples to anchor the judge's understanding of the difference between a high and low score. Judge models also carry documented biases, such as favoring longer answers or inflating scores for outputs that match their own internal writing style. Without periodic auditing against human baselines to correct for this drift, an automated judge will eventually automate bad decisions. The endgame for this suite is integrating these tests directly into a standard continuous integration pipeline. This enables regression testing, which tracks whether updates to the prompt or the RAG pipeline have caused existing performance to degrade. This split view shows the mandatory workflow. Every time a prompt or model is modified, the full eval suite executes to generate a comparative performance chart. This replaces the habit of deploying updates based on a handful of cherry-picked successes on a developer's machine. Regression testing exposes the unintended side effects of a change, proving that a fix for one prompt can silently break 3 obscure edge cases elsewhere. This rigorous process shifts internal debates away from subjective opinions and toward the study of empirical performance deltas. Regression testing is the mechanism that transforms generative AI from an unpredictable experiment into a manageable software product. This line chart illustrates the most critical failure mode of an established evaluation suite, the phenomenon of metric divergence. In this scenario, internal evaluation scores climb while real-world user satisfaction metrics fall. This occurs when a golden dataset becomes stagnant, reflecting the initial assumptions of the team rather than the reality of actual production usage. This is Goodhart's law. When a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. Optimizing for a static test eventually stops optimizing for the user. Tuning an AI system to pass an outdated evaluation suite can result in the intentional degradation of the product. The solution is the continuous integration of production reality back into the testing environment. You must establish a regular cadence for extracting failed user interactions and fresh edge cases from the live product and hard-coding them into the golden dataset. This creates a complete pipeline for AI engineering: robust datasets, automated grading tiers, and strict regression testing. Modifying prompts provides immediate gratification, but building the evaluation architecture to test those prompts requires a more deliberate rigor. Engineers must stop scaling their prompt modifications until they have built the evaluation architecture required to actually measure them.